If you've been watching my videos for some time, you might have heard me talking about champions I've once mained, or the roles I've once played, but I've never really dived deep into them, have I? And that's what I'm gonna do today. From season 7 up to now, I've counted at least 5 champions which I've considered my main at one point in time or currently, and I'm going to rank them, starting with the first champion I've ever called my own, Warwick. Alright, let's get into this shit. Now back in good old season 7, right? I had just started playing the game that would go on to both simultaneously give me permanent brain damage and content for my YouTube channel, League of Legends. And at the time, I didn't really have a specific champion that I liked. None of them really stuck out to me, right? That was until one day when I was playing Summoner's Rift and I heard the theme that would forever cause a slight raise in my heartbeat. You see, I was low. I can't remember who I was playing at the time, but it was most likely some ADC because at the time I was obsessed with archers, more on that in another video. And I saw this big fucking wolf just running at me, bro. Fucking foaming at the mouth on some demented Scooby-Doo type shit. I smell blood. Nigga leaps from maybe the fucking inhib turret to red buff. Boom, I'm dead. And at that point, guys, I knew exactly what I wanted. So afterwards, I went on Twisted Trail Line, RIP, and I went to town. Now you see, I loved Warwick, and I always loved Warwick for 2 reasons. 1, the nigga's playstyle is fun, okay? I don't care who you play, you can't deny if you've picked up Warwick once, you've enjoyed the thrill of chasing niggas across the map. It's one of the most fun minigames in this game, next to not missing a Draven Q. And 2, he wasn't no bitch. Bro, at that time in the game, I don't think there were much people in the jungle who could even fuck with Warwick in a 1v1. Except maybe Olaf and 1 or 2 other people. He was a monster. Still is, honestly. And so for the longest time, I one-tricked Warwick in the jungle. His kit was always so good for me too, because I knew I was a beginner at the time. And I didn't have to worry too much about mechanics and shit. I could just go in a fight and come out unscathed. And for the fun memories that I got from chasing people down and Michael Jackson thriller dancing on their corpses afterwards, I got to put Warwick in the S tier. Love you, homie, and fuck Ramos one time. Now Warwick was my main, right? But he was really primarily used in the jungle. And although I was playing a shit ton of Twisted Trail Line at the time, I wanted to branch out and go onto the Rift, which means I needed some other folks. So one day, I decided to play some Aram, right? I'm in the lobby, when I see I get this nigga I ain't seen a day in my life. Aurelion Sol. Yes, that's how the fuck I pronounce his name until I finally found out I'd been saying it wrong. I played that nigga for maybe 3 months, guys. 3 fucking months calling this man Aurelion Sol. The Aram game starts, right? I'm playing, swinging my balls in people's faces like the usual. And then, right, I got a Rylai's Scepter. And suddenly, everything changed. I realized, hey, I actually like playing with this motherfucker. It also helped that I was dominating that game first time with him too, but I mean shit. Bro, old Aurelion Sol was so fucking underrated, dog. He was dead as such a fun champion. The only thing that sucked about Asol was his stupid Q wouldn't detonate immediately like it did after the first mini rework. Keep in mind the Asol I'm talking about is like season 8 Asol. That was him at his peak, ramping move speed on his W. Your stars actually used to do damage. And to top it off, right, he took skill. He took fucking skill, okay? Because listen, right, the whole reason they nerfed Asol, bro, was because of the 2 people who even played him, dominating with him. Like, okay, right, sure the nigga had great wave clear, sure his mobility was a little high, but let's not act like the guy was fucking Jesus. Well, I mean, he's practically God in law, so maybe he's Jesus? I don't know. But like, come on. Y'all ain't have to gut the nigga, bro. And that leads me to what ruined Asol for me. At a certain point, my nigga, Asol became a burden to play. The cons of Asol started to outweigh the pros, and it's like, I couldn't even play the champion since I started getting shitted on everyone and couldn't do jack shit in return. So it was like, what's even the fucking point? And what does Riot do? Oh right, they rework him and make him a scaling champion, which I mean, Okay, I guess. Except now he's fucking brain dead. All niggas have to do now is just hold down fucking Q and take out your entire health bar. Not to mention his fly is fucking permanent now and you can't stop it by damaging him. At least old Sol, if you got hit once while pressing E, you were fucked. What now, huh? Anyways, I'm not doing this rant shit again. I already ranted about the new Aurelion in my middling Champions I Hate video. So yeah, all in all I put Sol at B tier. Because as fun as he was in the highs, his lows were just too much for me to bear, bro. I practically benched him for 3 years, I mean shit. But moving on from Aurelion, we have the next main that came after him, or really was the same time as him. Okay, let me clarify something real quick. So the next champion is Vel'koz, right? Warwick, Aurelion and Vel'koz were all my mains the same time. Warwick was the jungler, Aur and Vel were the mid laners. So like, unlike the other two where I have some heartfelt backstory, all the mains afterwards are pretty much just, hey, this champion looks fun, let me try them. And that's what happened with Vel'koz. Because one day, I just went in the store and I was like, alright, Aurelion Sol was a pretty fun champion. What other mage can I cop? I find this Eye of Cthulhu looking ass nigga, saw his moveset, and I bought him on the spot. And that's how I met your father. See Vel'koz? Vel'koz has and will forever hold a special place in my heart. Cause unlike Aurelion where his lows made me just flat out stop playing him, even with Vel'koz's lows, I never felt dissatisfied. That's just how fun the champion is. And I'm glad he's finally getting buffed cause fuck me was I getting tired of doing well just to do fuck all later in the game. Vel'koz to me feels the same way as when I first started playing Warwick. The nigga is literally just a dopamine farm. All this shit are skill shots, so you know once you hit him, you're gonna feel yourself. My god, his Q has one of the best abilities in the game, and I don't care what any of you say. He can literally angle that shit. Which other fucking ability in this game can you angle and choose where to detonate that shit? I'll wait. If you actually know, please don't tell me, I might look pretty stupid. Funny thing though, I didn't know I could reactivate his Q till a couple months in playing him, so that was a pretty mind-opening experience. And after that, I was set for life. I was straight no-scoping niggas, bruh. Look at this shit. I'm too clean with it, bro. Check out my Vel'koz actual champion spotlight. It's pretty lit actually. And no, for the 10th time I'm not stealing from Matt. He stopped doing them. It's just a show of my appreciation. Sheesh. All in all, Vel'koz is S tier. Moving on. Alright, so next we have who you've all been waiting for. The champion that I have spent the most time playing with, mastering, crying about, Tryndamere. Yes! This was when I just started my top lane journey. I can't even remember what I started. I think I started like mid to end of season 9. All I remember is that jungle was becoming less and less fun. Looking at it now, I say that still holds true. And I was ready to move on and take my talents elsewhere. I did try Warwick in the top lane to start off, but I quickly realized that it wasn't as fun or as impactful up there. So I needed a fresh face. And who better to choose than the nigga with crit and had immortality for his ultimate. Yeah, I know, right? Waterfall from grace. I went from 2 champions who required a good deal of skill to a champion that just needed to right click. But say what you wanna say about Tryndamere. But the moment I began getting good at this champion, I was never bored a day in my life. Tryndamere is one of the most fun champions in the top lane, and I'll stand on that till I die. Bro, nothing was more fun than 1v1ing niggas and just getting crits. Every crit I got, I giggle like a little girl. It was amazing, bro. Like, you might have thought it was me being unable to die that sold Tryndamere to me, but really, it was a free critical strike. Like, Yasuo took some skill that I did not have time to polish, and Neon wasn't a thing in the game as yet, cause God knows that nigga barely needs skill to go 20-0. But Tryndamere was right there in the threshold of being simple enough to play and do well, and tricky enough, but I still had to know what the fuck I was doing. But y'all really wanna know how I got good at Tryndamere? Fogged. Bruh, I'd watch hours of that man's playstyle just to learn the ins and outs of that champion. I even had the spreadsheet, bro. the fucking spreadsheet with all the matchups and what runes to pick and shit. I was deep in. And that's why it has always hurt me when people would just chuck Tryndamere up to being a no-skill having ass easy to carry with champion. No one who plays Trynd actually knows the struggles he goes through. Especially now! Or at least before we gave him the plus 50 range, because the nigga sucked. I deadass couldn't play Trynd at that point and win consistently. It's either I dominated and couldn't carry late game, because newsflash, Tryndamere isn't actually a late game champion, he's only as good as he can snowball, and then the enemy team is lacking in counters, or I just flat out went even or lost lane, and became pretty obsolete since splitting was the only thing I could do, and after the time, my team would be dead before I could even get a good split in anyways. So yeah, all in all, Trynd is and will always be one of my favorite mains, but because of how much frustration I've had to go through while playing him, he's gotta go in B tier. Now with Trynd seeing more and more like a 50-50 in the meta, I had to start looking elsewhere for another champion to fill in the spots where he couldn't, and that's when I dove into my Darius arc. You see, I never hated Darius as a champion, but one thing was for sure, I was scared of that nigga. Anytime an opponent played Darius, I was extra careful, cause I knew if he got the ball rolling, my whole team is fucked. With my knowledge of how strong he was as a champion though, I just knew I had to give him a try, and man, I have not regretted it not one bit. Cause Darius is fun as fuck, okay? First of all, he's one of the few champions that can 1v2, possibly even 1v3 based on combat level 1, so there's that. His ultimate is one of the best in the game, as well as the most fun when you get your reset. And all in all, he's a great carry. I don't really have much to say on Darius though, since unlike the others I'd say, he has like the least of an emotional connection with me. But yeah, he's just the guy I use when I want to push forward in ranked, while having fun doing so. And for that, I put him at A tier. Thank you for all the Elo Hell episodes. Yes, I promoted like 3 different video series in this video. If anyone bothers to check them out, then yeah, good on you. Otherwise, this is where I end off this video. Love all my mains, and to whomever plays these champions as well, I hope you continue to keep their essence alive. Anyways, it's been Absulon. See you the next time I get a new main, which will most likely be fresh because I've been cooking, nigga. Oh, y'all thought I was joking, huh? Fresh video coming soon. Woo!